Alright guys, we're back. I found a beautiful squeeze. A short squeeze, long squeeze, I guess we'll find out. Using the Stackcoin 1 indicator. 1 is an actual I, Roman numerals. Anyways, let's go back. Let's get rid of all of these random numbers. Here we go. Here it is. This is the 4 hour. It's a beautiful squeeze, very tight. If you look at historically, I mean, there's even a worse one, less squeezed version that went down, what, 30%? Even here, less squeezed version, 15%. I mean, you got this one. There's one right here. This is actually very comparable. One up like 35%. This one's kind of comparable. A little fake out upstairs. This one's very comparable. I think that's exactly the size of it. You know, 50% here. You can take it however you want it. Went all the way up to 80. Again, it means a huge move is coming. Now, whether that's up or down, I don't know. The number one market rule you should always learn is anything can happen at any time. Don't take your own predictions too seriously. Set stop losses. Don't be a fool. This is how you lose fortunes, and all traders have lost multiple times fortunes to learn that lesson. You don't want to be a good trader. You want to be a consistent trader. There's many good traders that can make a lot of money. Very few can keep it. If you want to make a life out of trading, you need to learn how to keep it. We're going to show you that using the Stackcoin indicator and everything. Anyways, what does this mean now? I saw this right now. It's actually kind of breaking out, perhaps. Maybe it's a fake out. It loves to fake out. Maybe. Well, if the general trend is down, which it is, right? It's a downtrend, huge downtrend. We have lowest low, we have a higher low, but we didn't regain the higher high, so the trend didn't change. So stay short biased. On the 4 hour, the momentum wave up here is very beautiful. It's going up. I mean, we still got some space. If you look historically back here, you know, there's these levels, you know, there's these levels. So it's not unreasonable to go higher, which is a good sign. What am I doing? I'm going to short it at a certain point because that's what I do in a downtrend. Yeah, I short. It's the highest probability that I'm going to make money. If I'm wrong, doesn't matter. Tight stop losses, not a big deal. This is the 4 hour chart. Let's go to the daily to find some resistances, horizontal resistances. Points of interest is what I call them. And we'll talk more about actual imbalances and order blocks and things of that nature. Don't worry. But right now, this is the daily, and we have a big resistance right there. Daily resistances are huge. It's going to turn around most likely. If it busts through it, it's a very good sign. It means there's volume, which this is decreasing volume, so it doesn't show that. Let's actually turn on the volume MA. It's a downward trend for volume, right? The white line downward. So I don't know what's going to happen now. What if it's a redistribution? What prices love to do is this sort of double hump shape, and then a hump comes up and wipes out all of these areas right here, this liquidity up here and here, all the stop losses people placed, right? Very common shape. You'll see this all the time. Wipes it out, and then it basically goes down as much as it wants to, probably down here or this level, if it did that, right? If the overall trend. I don't really care about that. I make money intraday trading. I don't do long terms in general. When I see the price approaching a daily resistance, I short. When I see it approach a daily support, I long. It's simple, right? So what are we going to do? Well, here is the daily resistance. I'm going to place a little line so I can go back to a 4 hour and find another resistance. Well, here we go. There's a resistance here. See, I'm not the biggest fan of this, 1.7%. What I would do is, it's too big for me, so I'll have to leverage down. The number one rule, don't waste more than 5% on any trade or idea of your total capital. Never. You want to have at least 20 chances to win, and you will. Because when you win, you'll win a larger percentage than you'll lose always. Which means, what are we going to do? Well, if this is about 2%, I can only use, 2.5 leverage or something if I want to enter here with a short. I expect this to be a great short location. So for Bitcoin, again, we're going to enter our short. Let's actually do this. I don't really usually use these short to long positions, right? I put it directly on here, right? Put the stop loss behind here. Whenever I put the stop loss, I don't just put it behind the resistance. I also look to the left around here and see whether I can go right above some of these wicks, right above it, right? Maybe like something like this, boom, right? Right there, so it covers some of these wicks. I can't tell you how many times the price came up right to where my stop loss is and went right down without wicking me out, taking me out, because I use these resistances very effectively. So this is sort of the trade I would take at this point. Well, I would do it exactly on line, wherever that happened to be. If you look at the resistance, right? And where I would exit this trade, it would be use very low resistance, because there's not a very good, the next resistance where you're going to put your stop loss is like a 4 hour. We can go to 3 hour. Let's see what pops up. Maybe there's something closer. No, it's the same. 3 hour. 2 hours not there. 1 hour. Let's see. Is there any type of resistance here? No. 45 minute. No. So that's how we're going to do it. We really don't have many options. You can either wait and hope that it goes up here, and then you can play around this resistance, or I would enter this way with very low leverage. If you're wrong, you're wrong. Your upside is actually very good. If I was to get out, and I don't like to stay too long, I would probably exit right here. There should be actually right here, right at about 50,000, probably around 50,000, a little bit above, right? Because there should be a good, if you open this, there should be a good, right here, this imbalance. We'll talk more about imbalances later as well, right here. The imbalance is down here. So I would expect it to go down to here. That's the trade I'm going to take if it works out exactly how I predicted here, right? And that would be a good, 2-to-1 risk reward. I like 3-to-1s at least. Like this one is, I'm doing this for the video, really. It's not the greatest. I use very low leverage, but I'm showing you how I work using the Stackcoin indicator, right? How I use the resistances, supports to place my stop losses behind. This is more of a tutorial. I'm going through to explain it, right? The higher the time frames, the more the price respects them, these resistances. So same thing would apply to Ethereum. Let's check ETH. We got a nice trend line here. It's beautiful. A lot of red, which is 4-hour shorts, right? Short signals, and it didn't go down, which is underlying strength. That's what that shows. So we love underlying strength. The trend still is downward even here. In order to really regain it, we would have to kind of go past 4,500 up here. So I don't know if that's going to happen, but I only use the resistances here. I don't really worry about drawing my own resistances. You want indicator sets that are very simple for you to use. Anyways, gotta go. 10 minutes. Sorry for the length. We'll be more concise later. Bye.